Envisioning your big picture and dreams and vision and desires for your life can feel so exciting, it can feel inspirational, but it can also feel confusing and overwhelming, especially when it feels like there's so many responsibilities or expectations or steps to be able to get there. Trust me, I get it. I can relate to this more than you can probably imagine. I was that person that balanced and juggled 55 million things. I always wanted to do this goal and do this goal and accomplish this, and it became exhausting. Unfortunately, I see far too many people that operate with that same perspective. We think that we have to do all the things, and we often get really discouraged, we get disheartened, and that's why a lot of people end up getting in their own way and are unable to accomplish the goals, the dreams, the desires, and the visions that they have for their life. I mean, let's be real for a moment. Imagine trying to get your business off the ground or get it started or grow and expand it, starting that podcast and launching that blog and writing a book all at the same time. Let's be real. You're going to probably be very overwhelmed long before you even begin. And I learned that the hard way. I was that person trying to take it all in, trying to do all the things, and got quickly overwhelmed, exhausted, and burned out, and wasn't making much progress. Now I know that as long as I'm moving in the direction of at least one goal, I'm moving on the right track. I'm moving in the right direction. Now I'm at a place in my life that whenever I'm working on a goal and I want to take more inspired action, I stop and I ask myself, what is the purpose in this moment that I desire to fill? And how does that align with my big picture goal and my big vision for my life? And then I move and operate from that place. Not from the place of trying to juggle a million different things, not from the place of trying to balance all the things, not from the place of knowing everything, but just being intentional about taking inspired action that aligns with my big picture vision and goal for my life. Now, once I identify that inspired action and that goal that relates to that, I choose to focus on that goal. But here's the good news. I'm not necessarily throwing in the towel with my other goals. In fact, I have created a system that allows me to stay hyper-focused on one goal while kind of keeping my other goals in the background so that I can access them when the time is right. So for my goals, because I have a lot of them at any one given moment and a lot of things I want to accomplish, which I'm sure you can relate to as well, is I use an index card system. And basically I just use a simple index card and I write down the goals that I want to accomplish. This serves me really well because it's easy to have a goal in mind and be really pumped up and excited about it, but then to dive in and start working on another one and to forget about the last one. That's happened far too many times as well. And so I like to write my goals down, but more importantly, I identify the order of importance. So for example, maybe you want to start a business, but you recognize in order to start a business, you need to launch your podcast first. So the podcast may come first, knowing that the business is a goal that follows after. So I organize them in the order of importance. I put a date when I'd like to begin each one, and then I file them away. So as I'm hyper-focused on working at the goal, on the goal at hand, I focus on that. And then I know when that goal is over, I'm able to go to the next goal, and I don't have to overthink the process. It's already somewhat structured and organized for me, and it's a great system that holds me accountable and ensures that I'm always on the right track. I will be honest, part of this system, I have to build in time for gratitude. I was one of those people that went from accomplishment to accomplishment, almost like an accomplishment addiction, right? I looked for that next high of accomplishing something big. And so what I noticed is I never took time to really feel gratitude for the accomplishment at hand. So I build in time between my goals as well as I'm organizing them. So for example, if I recognize that a certain goal is going to take 15 days, maybe I give myself 20 days. This allows me time to really create and operate from flow. This allows for any things that may come up, but it also allows for me to embrace gratitude and practice gratitude for the accomplishment while I'm going through it, as well as when I actually achieve it. I share this strategy with you today because I recognize that we all have a million different things vying for our time and our attention, and we're pulled in a lot of different directions. And it's easy to get off task or to feel overwhelmed or to feel even confused about how to approach your goal. So, all in all, what you want to do to be successful with your goal is to be hyper focused and then to be able to build a system that allows you to constantly move in the right direction and allows you to have a blueprint to follow. Also, having the system in place reduces the likelihood of you being overwhelmed and falling short of your goals or just flat out throwing in the towel. So this is why I'm so passionate about having a system. There are so many people that have big dreams and big visions and big desires for their life, but don't even know where to begin. But you, my friend, I just want to say you're in the right place. One thing that I'm extremely passionate about is helping us to create a life that we love, not a life that you need a vacation from, not a life that you're just kind of going through the motions, not a life that you're resentful of, but a life that you really enjoy. So if you're looking for more strategies and supports and tools to help you take that big vision and actually bring it to fruition, I have just the thing for you. If you use the link below, you can sign up for my totally free training where you will get to really live your best life. In this training, you're not only going to get a training with practical strategies and tools and things that you can implement and incorporate into your life to create massive shifts, you're also going to get a workbook and a companion journal that you're absolutely going to love. So definitely use the link below to join us, and I cannot wait to see you on the inside.